Alright, welcome back to another video, and the first video in the studio in almost like 8-9 months, so good to be back. I've done a little bit of a rearrange, so let me know in the comments what you think. I'm thinking of doing a few like monthly podcast episodes and kind of like shoot off into this area here and be able to talk with some of my mates and riders that are over in Europe and give their kind of perspective of how their season's going before they come back to New Zealand. So I'm thinking the first episode will be with Oliver Scott, who was on my Devo squad and is now on the Devo squad for Total Energies in France, and he just did the under 23 Paris-Roubaix, so that could be the first episode. Other than that, the last video I uploaded was obviously on the Supercross, which is just an absolutely sick bike that I've got, new race gravel bike. And in today's video, we're going to work out if you put deep section carbon rims, road rims with road tires into the new racing gravel bike, can you race a Criterium? We actually have a club Criterium coming up, obviously not really like a real top level, kind of like a B grade, like a typical B grade level crit. So the plan is we're going to put these road wheels, they're running a 32mm Conti GP5000, they're about 65mm in depth, so a decent like deep dish road wheel. We're going to put that in the Cannondale SuperX, but we're not going to play around with any of the gearing. We're going to keep on the Explorer group set. And at the moment on here, I'm running a 42-42, so 1-to-1 ratio. And then we've also got 42-10. So that's our biggest gear, which is not a very big sprinting gear. But I am a little bit concerned when I go to the crit tonight, I'm actually just going to be out of gears because we do it on the local drag strip. So the course kind of goes on like a back road and then up to the top of the drag strip, and it's kind of falls flat the whole way down the drag strip to the sprint. So it has the potential to be quite a high speed sprint, and I haven't got a lot of gear. So I'm very interested to see how that's going to play out. Oh, he's going to get a rolling start.
Start it up.
Right, as you saw, obviously it wasn't like a top level crit, but I held in there. The gear ratios on that Explorer, I was actually quite surprised. Obviously I was sprinting at over 100 RPM, so 110 I think on the first sprint. So really high cadence sprints, but I was still there. I was still able to win a couple of the sprints. Unfortunately, I did miscount the laps, so I didn't finish right up there. So I ended up finishing second on points, but I was about 30 or 40 seconds down on like the full time. Yeah, really impressed with how this bike handled. It's basically just a Super 6 Evo with super wide clearance in the rear and in the front. There's no real difference to it. It rides pretty much exactly like a road bike, as you'd expect. Like, this is the bike if you want one bike to be able to do both types of racing. This is the bike. The only thing that I'd say is that potentially get a bigger front chainring if you're going to be doing a lot of road racing on it. But other than that, you should be able to just swap your wheels in and out, go to do a group ride, do a crit, road races, hill climbs, anything you want, and then also be able to go and do gravel races and cyclocross races all on the one bike. He's been doing a little bit of digging, that's why his paws are so dirty. But yeah, I think the next test for it is I need to go do a road race, you know, like a 40-50 kilometer club road race, and then I want to go and take it to do like the Hut Cross. So there's like a winter cyclocross series down in Wellington. I might go and do like probably C grade or B grade for me at the moment, because I've barely done any riding at the moment. But I think it's going to handle everything I throw at it really well. I'm overly impressed. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below. I'm really excited. I'm still absolutely loving this bike. It is the coolest bike and the nicest build I've ever done on this channel.